Much like the Fantastic Four, you are nothing to me. Congratulations. You have doomed your world.
Welcome to another episode of Collection Archives, where we dive to different items in my collection. Today, we're looking into the Hasbro Marvel Legends retro-carded Fantastic Four figures. I came across the Fantastic Four for the first time during my childhood, when I used to watch the Fantastic Four animated series. These series were shown on Marvel Action Hour in the US. However, I used to watch all the Marvel animated series on Fox Kids in Latin America. The Fantastic Four are the first team of Marvel heroes that I ever saw and liked. Now that I think about it, the best teams come in four. The four TMNTs, the Fantastic Four, the Catenaccio in the Italian football system, that usually has four strong defenders that don't let any ball pass their perimeter. So, these retro-carded figures are based on the 5-inch Toy Biz figures from the 1990s, which were inspired by the 1994 Fantastic Four animated series. I bought these 4 carded sets because they will be part of my Galactus display that I am building in my collection. As you know, the 32 inches Marvel Legends Galactus will be featured in the channel very soon. Since its announcement last year, I wanted to include these Fantastic Four figures within the whole of Galactus. In the animated series, the Fantastic Four must combine their powers and abilities to fight world threats such as Galactus, who lands on Earth to devour it. Or that awesome episode where our heroes must fight against the Super Skrull. What I like about the packaging is that Hasbro has kept a true likeness to the 1990s Toy Biz design structure of the cardboard boxes, and therefore I have decided to keep them inside the box. So when I display them, it will always feel like I am time traveling to my favorite era of superheroes. The colors on the boxes are truly fantastic too. All boxes have a black and blue color. Black on the upper front and blue on the middle and lower part of the box. It is great that they went with many white dots simulating stars across the front of the box. However, the circle that's surrounding the number 4 in these retro-carded boxes differs from the Toy Biz boxes, as the latter had a colorful holographic foil and the Hasbro retro-carded boxes are just grey and white. On the back of the box, you can see the legal information and warnings. There's also a brief description of the character. And of course, you have the other characters from the wave. For example, Psycho Man and the High Evolutionary. On the back of each retro box, Hasbro has printed artwork with instructions based on the Toy Biz Fantastic Four figures. The Hasbro retro-carded Mr. Fantastic brings a pair of stretch hands for you to display him, showing off his elastic powers, whereas the Toy Biz Mr. Fantastic had super stretch arms. For the Thing, we can only see the interchangeable heads from angry to a chilling pose on the Hasbro retro-carded box, whereas the Toy Biz figure had clovering time punch action, where you had to twist the figure for it to double punch. For the Invisible Woman, I got the invisible version, as there is a normal version too. So the version on my box is showing us the invisible force shield. The Toy Biz version also had an invisible force shield and a rolling platform. Of all 4 retro-carded figures, this has the most similarities to the old version. Finally, for the Human Torch, you can see the interchangeable hands and the shoulder fire effects, whereas on the Toy Biz Human Torch, you had the instructions for the flame on sparkling action, There were other versions of the Human Torch, such as Glow in the Dark and Firestorm Action Platform, and more. Speaking about the figures themselves, Mr. Fantastic looks very cool in his white lab coat, and I like the details in the head sculpt. He is raising the eyebrow on one side and the hair looks very show accurate. Mr. Fantastic brings interchangeable stretched arms, as you can clearly see. My favorite character of the Fantastic Four is Reed Richards, as he is a scientist, always worried for the security of mankind and for the welfare of his team, the Fantastic Four. The Thing has a vibrant orange color, which very much looks like the Thing from the TV series. What I like about Ben Grimm is that awesome shadow that his rocky eyebrows produce on the figure, making this figure unique. The Thing brings an alternate head sculpt, which is perfect when it's clobbering time. This invisible woman is translucent. You can appreciate the sculpting features that match the regular version of this character. What I like about Sue Storm is that the translucent sculpting doesn't ruin the character's features. On the contrary, it gives the Invisible Woman an upgraded look. The Invisible Woman brings the Invisible Force Shield, and it brings also a couple of interchangeable hands. The Human Torch is the powered-down version of the Hasbro retro-carded series, a version that never came out in the Toy Biz 5-inch line. We mainly got power-up versions of this character. What I like about Johnny Storm is the cool hairstyle that goes well with how the character projects himself in the series. Johnny Storm brings a couple of interchangeable hands, some fire effects for the shoulders, and some other fire effects for the hands. Well guys, let's wrap up this archives entry. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, do not forget to like and subscribe.